Hey, what's going on, guys? Got a video of the new shopping cart that came out with the new update. Some people got some mixed reactions to it, like why the hell is this in Fortnite? Doesn't really make sense to me, but you can really have some fun with this thing. So, obviously you can take a friend along with you. You can use this tactfully. You can, do some tricks with it. You can, there's a bunch of things that you can do with it. You'll see right here, we go off a cliff, do a couple little flips, we end up landing. You'll notice you do not take fall damage, so if you're in a sky base and you get shot down, as long as you both stay in it, you'll be fine. So another way to use this thing is to make yourself a target, and you go through tilted towers with this thing, guarantee you're going to get your ass killed. So another thing that you can use for this is you can redirect your aim of fire. If you have a friend with you, you can go across the battlefield in the line of fire here, and you see how I go ahead and avoid these shots and reposition myself. So the other good thing is you'll see in some of the clips when you have a friend in there, they get a 360 degree radius that they can turn. Also remember that your cart will roll down the hill. So I wanted to see if you could use this as an extra place to store a backpack item. So I have a couple attempts here. The first one's not the best. It doesn't fall in. It clearly falls out. The second time I stand next to it and try and drop an item, and it kind of just falls through. And you can see as you drive that you drive through it. So I'm going to do some more testing, but right now I would say you cannot use this to store another item. Although I know you can, if your player is knocked and he ends up falling or crawling from some kind of platform on top of it, you can take him out of the line of fire and go revive him there if you want to. So you'll see sometimes you get some random clips. Obviously this thing's pretty new. You'll see those guys off to the left coming up soon are struggling a little bit to get up them rocks. I'm wondering how long those guys have been trying to just go up the rocks. I mean, at some point you would understand you need to go around and build a ramp, but I guess they didn't get that hint. So you'll notice in this thing, some people say it's not that fast, but you'll see there's a couple different modes. You can just hold in the left joystick as you would if you were trying to run, if you were, just as your regular character. So you can go ahead and hold that in. You see how he goes ahead and sprints. Or if I'm not mistaken, you can tap, I think it's the A button on Xbox or the L2. Keep tapping it, and your guy you'll see in one of the clips where he has 1 foot on and he kind of does a power step. And you can go a lot faster that way. You can actually have both feet on, you can coast, and sometimes if you're going really fast down a hill, your character will look like they're flying. Occasionally you will get some of your players trying to troll you by putting up some walls to try to block you, but you'll notice you're pretty popular when you got one of these carts. If somebody jumps off, there's always somebody else trying to get on, especially right now, just trying to test it out. So there's tons of crazy shit you can do with this. I think in this next clip, I'm trying to get to a good area where I can go ahead and put up a little ramp and try and see how this thing flies in the air. And, as I'm coming through right now, you see my team building. So just so you know, if you hit something like a tree or a player, it'll just stop. So I'm not sure you can use this and launch it at an enemy to try to kill them. That would be sick if you could. Maybe if you put some C4 on it and then cart it at them and then explode it, remotely, that would be pretty cool. But you see in this clip, I was like, alright, I found a little downhill. I'm going to go ahead and set up a ramp. I didn't hear until I actually watched the edited clip that you can hear my cart being stolen from me. So I go back up trying to find it. I'm like, where the hell's my cart? Because like I said, I didn't see anybody and I didn't hear it. But if you listen closely as I'm setting up the ramp, you can hear somebody steal the cart from me. So it is a pretty popular item right now. So just keep your eye on it if you put it down. So even in battle, people are taking the cart. I'm just checking out how these guys do, how they make out with their cart, trying to get along the battlefield. But you can see you can move pretty quick. So if you're kind of in the eye of the storm or at the edge of the storm, it could be a pretty good tactic, even though you're pretty much a sit and duck when you use it. That it might be an option for you. So here's some more gameplay. Just want to let you guys know I'm thinking about switching things up. I'm thinking about coming up with a little quiz show to go ahead and give out some gift cards, maybe a random series of 10 questions. I'll pick out maybe 4 or 5 people in the chat. Whether you're on Xbox and I can get you in the chat on my headset, or just people commenting in the live stream. Might pick maybe 5 to 10 players specifically. Ask a series of 10 or 20 questions. Whoever has the most points will win. Just want to let you guys know the giveaway for the $20 gift card for the most view time during my live streams ends today at 6 p.m. And I also released a video on the blue mushrooms that you can get to get your shield potion. Thanks for watching.